Hello all, let's see the anatomy of the pons. Pons is one of the part of the brainstem which is situated between the medulla oblongata below and midbrain above. So here in this figure, this is midbrain and this one is the medulla oblongata and this is pons. It is situated within the posterior cranial fossa and lies on the clevus. It is situated in front of the cerebellum and which is separated by this cerebellum by the floor of the fourth ventricle. This pons, it is 2.5 centimeter long and it is convex from all the sides. And when we see the external features of this pons, it has one anterior surface, one posterior surface, what we are not able to see in this figure, one upper border and one lower border. This anterior surface of the pons having one basilar groove within the midline, and this basilar groove, it lodges the basilar artery, and this basilar artery is going to be formed by the fusion of the two vertebral arteries. That's why this groove is called as basilar groove. On the both the side of the basilar groove, there are transversely situated markings are there, and this transverse marking over the ventral aspect of the pons, that is nothing but it is because of the transversely running cortico-pontocerebellar tracts. So here this is the cerebrum and here this is the midbrain, and from the cortex, the fibers are going to start and it passes through the cerebral peduncle of the midbrain. It reaches up to the pons and then it crosses to the opposite side to enter into the cerebellum via this middle cerebellar peduncle. When we see the other feature of the ventral aspect of this pons, we can find one nerve is there, and this nerve having one medial smaller portion. This medial smaller portion, it is the motor root of the trigeminal nerve, and just lateral to it there is a sensory root of the trigeminal nerve. So both the motor as well as the sensory root, they are going to form the trigeminal nerve itself, which is going to coming out from the anterolateral aspect of the pons. One demarcating line from the sensory root of the trigeminal nerve, and that imaginary line will separate the pons with the middle cerebellar peduncle. So this middle cerebellar peduncle, it is nothing but it is the white matter bundle which is going to communicate the pons with the cerebellum, and this is one of the largest peduncle among three of the brainstem. When we see the upper border of this pons, we find one artery from this basilar artery. It is going to coming out and it is going to wrap around the midbrain to passes posterior to form the circle of Willis along with the other arteries, and this artery, it is called as posterior cerebral artery. At this border the posterior cerebral artery lies. This posterior cerebral artery, it is getting sandwiched between the third cranial nerve above and the fourth cranial nerve below. So here in this figure we can see that this is the vertebral artery of the both the sides. They are going to fuse to form the basilar artery which runs along with the basilar groove, and at the upper border of the pons it is going to divide into two terminal branches. These are the posterior cerebral arteries, and these two posterior cerebral arteries, they are going to wrap around the midbrain, and this posterior cerebral artery, it is going to sandwich between the third cranial nerve above and the fourth cranial nerve below. Now when we see the lower border of the pons, here the basilar artery gives one branch on each side, and this is the anterior inferior cerebellar artery. Here at the junction between the pons as well as the medulla, we find three cranial nerves starting from medial to lateral side, and these are the 6th cranial nerve, 7th cranial nerve, and the 8th cranial nerve. And in between the 7th and the 6th cranial nerve, the part of the 7th cranial nerve, that is the nervus intermediate, also lies, and this nervus intermediate will carry the sensory as well as the parasympathetic fibers. So it is the part of the facial nerve. So here in this figure we can see this is the 6th cranial nerve, this one is the 7th, and this one is the 8th cranial nerve. So these three cranial nerves, they are going to pass from the pontomedullary junction. So here we have seen the ventral surface as well as the superior border as well as the inferior border of the pons. Now let's see the dorsal surface of the pons. Here in this figure we can see this is the mid-sagittal section of the brain along with the brain stem, and here this is the medulla oblongata, this one is the pons, and this one is the midbrain. This is the cerebellum, and this slit, this is the cerebral aqueduct, which is going to enlarge to form the fourth ventricle, and this fourth ventricle having one roof, and this one is the floor of the fourth ventricle. So we can easily appreciate that this posterior surface of the pons, it is formed by the upper part of the floor of the fourth ventricle. Here in this figure, this is the posterior view of the brainstem, where this lower part, it is the medulla oblongata. This portion up to here, this is the stria medullaris, and the portion below it, it is the part of the medulla oblongata, and the part above it, it is the pons. Within the back of the pons, we can see there is one enlargement, one on each side, and this enlargement, that is called as the facial colliculi, which we are going to learn detail in the internal structure of the pons. The other structures of the upper part of the floor of the fourth ventricle, we are going to learn separately in the fourth ventricle. So all these are the external features of the pons. Here, this is the schematic figure of the ventral aspect of the brainstem, and this area, it is the pons. Within this pons, the fifth cranial nerve, it is going to arise as the two root. One is the motor root, which is medially situated, and one is the sensory root, which is larger and laterally situated. And the imaginary line passing from the lateral aspect of this sensory root will separate the pons from this middle cerebellar peduncle. Here in the midline, we can see this is the basilar groove, and on the each side the horizontally running striations are there, and these striations are because of the cortico-pontocerebellar fibers. Here in this figure, this is the upper border of the pons, while this is the lower border of the pons. At the lower border of the pons, from medial to lateral side, the three nerves are going to pass: the 6th cranial nerve, the 7th cranial nerve, and the 8th cranial nerve. And this figure, it is the schematic figure of the posterior surface of the brainstem, where we can see this upper portion of the floor of the fourth ventricle, it is formed by the pons. And within this area, one most important structure lies, and this is the facial colliculi, which we are going to learn detail in the internal structure of the pons. While the other structures of the posterior surface of the pons, we are going to study into the fourth ventricle. So this is all about the external feature of the pons.